In this video, we're going to be trying two Claypot rice places, both on the Michelin guide, and we're going to see what their Claypot rice is like, as well as some of the accompanying dishes which they have to offer. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, and I hope you support my videos. Without further ado, let's head on to the main content. I hope you enjoy. The first place we're visiting in this video is Sheung Hei Claypot rice, which is found in Kennedy Town. So we're here for the Claypot rice dishes. We're going to be having a taste of some of their Claypot rice toppings which they offer. And as you can see, this place is part of the Michelin guide, also updated to 2021. So like I said, we're going to be getting Claypot rice. The first one is the preserved pork and Chinese sausage. And then I'm gonna get the eel and spare ribs because I heard that's a famous one to try at this place. And with that, we'll be having the deep fried squid with chili and salt, as well as some water spinach in the fermented bean curd sauce. It's a very popular option when you have Claypot rice as well. Get a nice piece of squid here. I really love the coating on this, very light, but you can tell it's going to be really crunchy. So it has a very nice crispy coating on the outside. It's not overly crispy. It has a nice balance of the crisp of the squid, and then the squid inside is very tender. And you can also add a bit of vinegar if you want to add a touch of sourness. So adding the touch of vinegar is just a kick of sourness. It doesn't change the flavor, it doesn't overpower the squid. But if you just want that third element of flavor, you can go ahead and give it a dip of the black vinegar. This is the vegetable dish we're going to be trying. It is baby Chinese cabbage in fermented bean curd sauce. We were trying to get the water spinach, but unfortunately that's unavailable at the moment. So we'll just give a try to this baby cabbage. It's still in that really nice bean curd sauce. A very nice companion to the Claypot rice, which is to come. It's just a bit fermented from the bean curd sauce. There's a slight saltiness, but the cabbage overall is very natural tasting. You can't say it's too salty. It's just more of a natural vegetable flavor, and then a touch of bean curd into it. So this is the eel and pork ribs Claypot rice. You see big chunks of eel there, and then there are some pork ribs mixed in as well with some chives. So now I'm gonna pour in the soy sauce, which you always need to put in your Sai Wan or Claypot rice. So let's add a bit of the sauce. Just mix up all the soy sauce into the rice. Get it evenly distributed. So now here we have the Claypot rice all mixed up, evenly distributed with the soy sauce. I think it's now time to give it a try. We'll start with the rice. I'm trying to dig underneath. See, really nice coating on the soy sauce mixed with some of the chives. So let's give this a try, the Claypot rice. It's a very aromatic soy sauce. It's not your regular soy sauce. It's a nice, I think it's on their own special blend of soy sauce. So it's very aromatic. It's not your typical monotonic soy sauce. This is a bit more complex. I'll try the pork ribs first. See, nice piece of juicy pork ribs. Very fatty and very tender. Like, there is a bone, but you can just nibble around the bone like most pork ribs. So let's try it. Very tender, juicy, and then There's just a bit of fat. Now I'll try the eel. Not your conventional topping exactly for Claypot rice, but something I wanted to try. So I think there's a bit of bones also in the middle. You gotta be careful. So let's try the eel. Yeah, eel is very like silky. You can almost describe it as slimy, but very fishy taste. There is a bit of bones, like not like the pork where it's just one big bone. These are like tiny bones, so you gotta be careful. But the meat is very tender. It's very fresh, and I think overall it complements each other well because you have the more fishy eel and then the meaty pork ribs. Nice combination with the rice. Now I'm also going to try the Chinese sausage with the Claypot rice. So this is another popular topping, the Chinese sausage. Let's give it a try as well. Like most Chinese sausage, it's more on the sweet side instead of a savory sausage. But then, because the rice is more savory, it still complements each other very well. And then, I think in this bite, I had a lot of the crispy bits under the rice. So very nice crunch. I think that's one of the most desirable things in a Claypot rice, the nice crunch underneath. So once you mix it, once you mix it really together, once you mix it really well, you get a nice crunch. You get a bit of softness, a bit of saltiness, and a bit of sweetness. So really nice together. Very complex. So we're here at Kwan Kee Claypot Rice in Sai Wan. It's our second stop on the Claypot Rice tour. Also part of the Michelin guide, and we're going to be trying one of their Claypot rice dishes along with some other specialties which are great to have along with your meal, and I'll be showing it to you. We're starting off with some veggies. This is the water spinach with the fermented bean curd. We ordered also this in the first Claypot rice place, and it's just a really nice thing to have along with your Claypot rice. It helps to balance with a bit of vegetable, and the fermented bean curd is definitely a really flavorful sauce to have with your veggies. Yeah, it's just coated in the fermented bean curd sauce. It's just not too salty, just a bit salty, but you can really taste the ginger and there's like that kick, I think, from the chili within the vegetables. So yeah, it's very well seasoned, and I'm excited to pair it with what's to come next. And second here we have the deep fried Bombay duck fish with the spiced salt. It comes with vinegar and chili sauce as well. So yeah, Bombay duck fish is like one of the popular kinds of fish that Hong Kongers love to deep fry, along with the deep fried squid, which we usually have on this channel. So it's our first time trying the Bombay duck fish. I believe it's just like a white fish, so nothing really ducky about it. Try a nice piece of the duck fish, and let's get some garlic on top of that. Oh, there we go. As you can see, it's just breaking apart because it's really tender. Yeah, so I'll try this part here. Yeah, the fish is very soft. It just melts in your mouth actually. There are these small bones, but you can actually just chew them and swallow them. It's very similar to like a sardine or an anchovy in terms of the texture, and I think the flakiness of the fish is very similar. But I'd say this is less firm compared to those two fishes. This is a bit more tender, melt in your mouth, but it's got that classic coating, the classic garlic flavor which you want. So yeah, you can understand why it's a very local favorite. So I'll try it with a bit of the vinegar here. No, this goes very well together. Yeah, usually they always serve it with some vinegar, whether it's squid, whether it's a fish. But as long as it has this coating, they usually serve it with some vinegar, and you can tell why. It just gives that nice touch of sourness, very nice contrast. So hot. And this is the main attraction, the Claypot rice dish we're having. It's the minced beef with egg. And then as you see, we just mixed in the egg with the rice and poured in the soy sauce. So this is the main flavor element of the Claypot rice, which is the soy sauce. So you get a load of that and just mix everything in. So here's my little bowl of the Claypot rice. Two nice chunks of beef. And we have the rice, which is absolutely drenched in all the sauce and mixed in with the egg yolk. So let's give this a try. I'll try the rice first. So I know in most Claypot rice places they use their own blend of soy sauce, so they make it in-house, and I think this place is the same. But then it's not super salty as some other places, but you get this nice richness. I think it's from the egg yolk, and then there's just a touch of saltiness from the soy sauce. I think I'll try the beef, and some nice chunk of beef here. Wow. It's very tender, very easy to chew, no problem at all. And it just complements the whole dish. I think the beef and egg plus the soy sauce is a very nice combination. It just goes very well together. And of course, when you have Claypot rice, you also, after the crispy bits at the end, as you can see here, it's all just stuck together. That nice char. So let's give this bite a try. It's very crispy goodness, and I think the bottom is where you can absorb all the soy sauce, so it's more sweet compared to the other parts of the rice. So it's like a sweet and crispy layer on the bottom. And it's nice when you mix it all together because it also mixes with the less seasoned parts. So overall, you get a better balance. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed the content I put out for you. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed it. Once again, feel free to put any suggestions in the comment section below. I definitely take those into consideration. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, thank you for the support. See you in the next video.